No Mioski, no Duke, no problem for Jimmy Thielen as it's file-ins for Queen of the South. They got pumped 3-0 in Dumfries by Aberdeen as the Scottish campaign finally got underway today. Of course, during the week it was the European qualifiers, but none of our teams were in action. So today, 13th of July, is the day where it all kicked off. If you're wanting a review show, that'll be later on, but it's time to review the game that was between these two. Aberdeen, obviously, a bit of, not heat, so to speak, but Duke, disciplinary action going to get fired out on him. By the looks of it, Mioski linked with a move to Bologna. It was time for someone to step up front for Aberdeen. And see, you actually think of it, Sokler did. He got 2 goals, which we'll talk about in great detail in a minute. But Aberdeen have got good options up front. You know, Duke, Sokler, Mioski. How is a team with options like that, and we're not even factoring in any other position on the team, right? How in the name of Christ is that team finishing bottom 6 in the Scottish Premiership? I'll never know. Probably when you're hiring coffin dodgers like they did last season. That guy's name completely. What's his name again?
Roy Hodgins.
Not Roy Hodgins, no, it's.
Oh, the shite one.
Shite one, I can't remember.
The shite version of Roy Hodgins.
What's his name? Neil Warnock, that's
Neil
the
Warnock,
name.
That's the one, aye.
Neil Warnock, seeing you hiring people like him, I think that was a disgraceful appointment, man, for Aberdeen. It really was. But Jimmy Thielen, he's come in. And you know what? He's siding a few players to Scandinavia. I'm not saying it's going to work, but I think there's a fibre in Aberdeen that it might work. Minimum top 6 this season. But let's go into the game where Morris, pretty much 6 minutes in, if Queen of the South were going to get a result today, they had to keep Aberdeen quiet. They couldn't do that. Sokler with a great goal here to make it 1-0. Aberdeen constantly pushing on the AstroTurf. I hate the AstroTurf pitches, so Queen of the South, they can stay down in whatever shitey league they're in, League One. But then the ball falls to Graham Shinney. He cuts in and about 5 guys, burgers and fries, bottom left-hand corner, 2-0. Aberdeen.
Expensive, by the way.
5 guys, burgers and fries. Mm-hmm. I've not had one myself, but expensive. Unlike I tell you what, what's more expensive, the fee for Bojan Mioski or the fee for a meal at 5 guys?
50-50 there's.
50-50. Definitely.
Go either way.
Oh aye, but then Aberdeen, I mean the chances kept on coming. It was complete domination as Leighton Clarkson, he skimmed the post. Then not long after that, he actually set up Sokler to make it 3-0, 37 minutes in. And at this point, I think Queen of the South are prepared for like a 6-0 scudding, because it wouldn't be the only proper scudding that we've seen all day. We've seen Dundee win 7-1. We've seen Queen's Park win 5-0. We've seen Stenhousemuir win 4-0. Rafe won 3-0. Ross County won 3-1. There's a lot of scores going bananas in there. But we go into the second half, and I mean, there was actually quite a lot of penalty shouts throughout this game, but there was a lot of diving, there was a lot of running past people and just flinging themselves into the opponent's, coupons, to be honest. Then we saw a few substitutions for Aberdeen. Ambrose up front, he was always involved, obviously didn't get a goal, but he looks like a promising player. He came on for Sokler, Ryan Duncan came on, and then McGarry came on for Mackenzie. A few substitutions as well for Queen of the South, but yeah, I'd be lying to you if I could tell you that I knew every single one of them. At this point, it was keep it at 3-0. I was going to say get out of Dumfries, but they're in Dumfries and that's where they're from. But anyway, Aberdeen can go happily up the road. They will probably be a bit disappointed they couldn't add on the 3 goals, but it's all about the victory for Aberdeen today, man. And, you look across, you look at their new firm rivals, man. Getting scudded by Falkirk. It was all about winning the day, kicking off. I don't want to hear these excuses about, the Premier Sports Cup, this is like pre-season games. How's it pre-season games? Because it determines whether or not you go through to the last 16 of a cup competition. How's it pre-season? I actually do not understand that logic. Now maybe if you're one of the non-league teams or a shitey League 2 team and you've been dealt a really shitty group, then maybe you can view it as pre-season teams. But a club the stature Aberdeen, viewing it as a pre-season game, I think that's an unacceptable mindset. But the 7-hour round trip can be a happy one because Aberdeen go up the road 3-0. Rubezic got booked at the last kick of the game. A few bookings late on for, it's debatable whether he could have been sent off, Douglas, for pulling Ambrose down, but Ambrose ran into him, but there was a wee bit of a tug for Douglas, but no red card was shown, no VAR was needed, And that is where we're going to leave it, guys. We'll be back very soon with the next video. It will be a review show. A lot of games to go, a lot of goals to get through. And then, of course, we've got Tuesday and Wednesday's action. And also the European action. St Mirren in action next... Is it next week? No, it's actually 2 weeks from now. Anyway, till next time, Fog Football signing out. Peace.